Everybody knows the kind of day I mean. The one you caused, the one you never thought you'd see. Not the wound life handed you, not the storm you didn't choose, but the one that bears your fingerprints, the one you can undo. The phone call, the confession, the mirror you can't face, the silence in the room when you can't explain the shame. You knew better when you did it, and you did it anyway. And now the night feels thicker than the mercy you once sang. When your own heart is the courtroom and the verdict cuts you through, when the worst thing in your story looks like it came from you, there's still a road back from the worst day. There's still a door open when the lies say it's too late. Still a father listening when all you got is I was wrong. Still a mercy deeper than the dark you've been living on. You don't have to hide forever, you don't have to clean yourself to pray. There's still a road back from the worst day. David had a song inside him, had a shepherd's honest heart, had a sling, a stone, a giant, in the favor of the Lord. He was the boy out in the pasture, God had called him from the field, the one heaven chose when no one else could see what God could see in him. But spring came and kings went out to battle, and David stayed where he was not supposed to be. And drift don't always look like rebellion. Sometimes it looks like ease in a roof and an idle evening breeze. Then one wrong look became a longing, one longing turned to keep, and the man who once had spared a life became the man who scheme by scheme tried to bury what he'd done beneath another soldier's grave, till God sent truth to call his name. And there's still a road back from the worst day, even when your sin has left a scar that won't erase, even when the fallout's real and consequences stay. Mercy still meets broken hearts that tell the truth and pray. You don't have to hide forever, you don't have to run your strength away. There's still a road back from the worst day. Nathan told a story about a rich man and a lamb, and David burned with anger till the prophet took his stand. You are the man for words like thunder, for words that split the veil he'd made, and with no excuse left in his mouth, the king said, I have sinned against the Lord today. No blame, no spin, no polished language, no reaching for a softer frame, just naked truth before a holy God, and everything changed in that name. That's where healing starts, not in pretending, not in finding words to save your pride. It starts when you stop defending and let your broken heart decide. There's still a road back from the worst days, still a river washing guilt you cannot wash away, still a God who does not turn from contrite, shattered things, still a hand held out to sinners, still a song the weary sing. You don't have to hide forever, you don't have to die where shame has laid. There's still a road back from the worst day. There's still life souls, there's dark. Create in me a clean heart, God, renew a right spirit in me. Don't let me lose your presence, don't let me live without what I need. Not the crown, not the image, not the name the crowds once praised. If I've still got you, there is still hope. If I can still turn, there is still grace, and hidden sin will dry your bones, will turn your strength to dust, will make a desert out of songs, till truth becomes a must. But grace is waiting in the light, not with crossed arms, but open wide. The devil says stay down forever, God says get up, come home tonight. There's still a road back from the worst day, still a cross that proves you never at rest. way. Still a mercy stronger than the secret that you've worn. Still a God who calls you mine, though you come back bruised and torn. You don't have to hide forever. You don't have to make your own way. Say, just tell the truth and start walking. Yeah, still a road back from the worst day. Yes, tell the truth and start walking. There's still a road back from You gave it all till there was nothing left to borrow. Stood in the fire and held the line through yesterday's war. You prayed the prayer, you watched heaven answer, saw the breakthrough come like thunder at your door. And then the next morning, with the smoke still rising, something inside just lay down in the dust. Not that you stopped loving God, not that you stopped believing. You just ran out of strength, ran out of push, ran out of us. The voice in your head says, what is wrong with you now? But some battles don't break your faith, they just wear your body out. So if you're walking when you're running on empty, if your soul sat down though your heart still believes, if the fire carried you through the battle now feels like ashes in the breeze, he's still got under the broom tree, still near when all you got is one weak plea. You are not failing, you are weary, and he knows exactly what you need. Elijah stood on Carmel with a sky full of silence. One man against the prophets of a borrowed God. He rebuilt the altar, soaked the sacrifice in water, then prayed a simple prayer at the word of God. And fire fell fierce, and the people fell with it. The Lord, He's God, rang out through the land. It was the greatest day, the loudest vindication, proof in the open of heaven's hand. But victory can drain you just as deep as the fight. And sometimes the strongest saints collapse the morning after the light. So if you're walking when you're running on empty, if the wind was real but the strength still leaves, if you've seen God move and still feel broken like you need to escape beneath your dreams, He's still got under the broom tree, still counting when all you've got is take me please. You are not failing, you are depleted, and He knows exactly what you need. One threat from Jezebel, one word in the distance, and the prophet who called down fire ran for his life. Not because God had failed him, not because faith was over, but because a tired soul can't always stand upright. He sat beneath a tree in the middle of nowhere, prayed the prayer no polished saint would dare repeat. It is enough now, Lord, just let me die here. That's how empty a faithful man can be. And God did not shame him, did not preach him back to strength, did not thunder down corrections for the collapse that came at length. He met him there under the broom tree with bread and water and sleep. No lecture first, no rebuke in the dark, just mercy for the body and the deep. So if you're walking when you're running on empty, hear the gentlest thing that heaven speaks. The journey's too much for you right now, so eat, rest, and let me keep. Sometimes the holiest answer is not a sermon but a meal. Sometimes the most spiritual mercy is permission just to heal. Wind may break the mountain, earthquake shake the ground, fire may light the skyline, but God is in the softer sound. After the thunder, after the striving, after the mountain and the war, He comes in a still small whisper saying, you don't have to burn like this anymore. You are not the only one left standing. You were never alone on the road. I've kept more than you can see, child, and I won't leave you with this load. So if you're walking when you're running on empty, and all your prayers feel thin and weak, if all you have is bread and water and borrowed rest in tear-streaked sleep, He's still got under the broom tree, still banking mercy for the least. He does not disqualify the weary, He draws them in and lets them breathe. So walk again when He wakes you, but for tonight just let Him keep. He is still got under the broom tree, especially under the broom tree. chains on his future. 600 miles from the sound of home. New name on his papers, new gods in the culture. Babylon saying, boy, you're our own. New table, new language, new lessons, new pressure. Every day another reason to bend, and most call it wisdom to blend with the empire. They could change his clothes, they could change his ground, but there was one thing they could not strip down. He settled it deep before the test began. Who he was, who he served, and where the line would stand. So I'll keep my windows open, I'll keep my knees on the floor, I'll keep my heart set toward Jerusalem like I've done 1,000 times before. When the fire gets hotter, when the lions start to roar, I won't wait for the crisis to decide who I am. I'll keep my windows open, Lord. It started with dinner, looked small in the moment. Just one quiet compromise no one would see. Just eat what they hand you, survive and be sensible. Keep your faith hidden privately, but Daniel knew small lines become vanished lines, and just this once grows teeth in the dark. So he purposed in heart before pressure could name him, and that quiet decision became his art. Not built on hype, not built on nerve, but on a settled soul that already heard. I belong to God, so the answer is no. And the little unseen has taught his backbone how to hold. I'll keep my windows open, I'll keep my knees on the floor, I'll keep my heart set toward Jerusalem like I've done 1,000 times before. When the laws are written, when compromise is dressed as war, I won't wait for the crisis to decide who I am. I'll keep my windows open, Lord. Yeah, I keep my window open. Yeah, I keep my window open. Yeah, I keep my windows open, Lord. I'll keep my windows open, Lord. Years rolled over kingdoms, Babylon into Persia. Young exile turned elder with a spotless name. No scandal to find, no corruption to weaponize. Just a man who had walked the same way. So they signed the decree, made prayer illegal. 30 days, bow your mouth to the king. But Daniel went home like he always had gone there, with the same 3 prayers and the same window swing. As was his custom since the early days, that line hits harder than the den or the praise, because lions are faced long before lions arrive, and 10,000 mornings that train a soul to survive. So I'll keep my windows open, I'll keep my knees on the floor, I'll keep my heart set toward Jerusalem like I've done 1,000 times before. If they throw me to the darkness, if they seal the stone at the door, I won't need the panic to teach me how to pray. I'll keep my windows open, Lord. Oh, I'll keep my windows open. Oh, I'll keep my windows open. Oh, I'll keep my windows open, Lord. I'll keep my windows open, Lord, Lord. And in another fire, 3 men stood unbending. God can save us, but if not, we won't bow. That's the faith that keep my face set toward the city of God till I can't kneel anymore. When the culture wants to rename me, when exile feels like all I know, I remember they can move my body, but they cannot move my soul. So let the furnace rage, let the lions pace below. I won't need the moment to decide who I am. I'll keep my windows open.